I think something that everyone in life is searching for, whether they consciously realize it or not, is peace. Total fulfillment in the moment with all that is and all that they are. Okay, a lot of the time, we live in a society that pushes this sort of acceleration of accomplishment. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. There's something to be said for perseverance, hard work, and dedication. Okay, I know that those values help me accomplish a lot of my goals in life. But there's a difference between resisting what life throws at you and the circumstances you're in and allowing life to happen to you and you make the best of it. You use that to float your canoe downstream. Okay, there's upstream thinking, which is resisting what life throws at you or making things happen, you pushing really hard. There's normally a lot of stress involved with this, a lot of worry, and then the development of an I'll be happy if mentality. Okay, or there's downstream thinking, which is, wow, I love what I do, and I'm just going to love my way to success. Okay, or all things work out for the better, or I'm going to make the most out of this situation. What can I learn today from where I'm at in life? I appreciate what has come my way because I can only improve from it. A setback is really a setup. Okay, these are all kind of downstream thoughts. I was an all-state musician in high school, and that was a huge goal of mine, and I pushed my way there. I practiced the crap out of that clarinet, okay? And I accomplished my goal, but what eventually happened? I got horribly burnt out and never did it again. So that's a lot like, I'm going to use the analogy of a canoe. You stick a canoe in the river and start going upstream. All right? You're working really hard. You feel like that's good because sometimes we associate hard work with accomplishment. Okay. But are you really getting anywhere? No. A lot of effort for only a few feet of progress, maybe, depending on how strong the current is. Eventually your muscles are going to give out. Eventually they can't go any farther. All right? Burnout occurs. Or there's another way to look at it. Stick your canoe in the water and head downstream. Okay? You don't have to exert too much effort, but still enough to speed up the progress. It's relatively enjoyable, relatively smooth. You're not going to burn out. Okay? That's the difference, and it's up to you to determine where your personal line is regarding those things. Okay, how can you have peace and fulfillment when you constantly stick yourself upstream and you're always like, oh, if only I had enough money. I just don't have enough money to do that. I don't have time. Oh, well, she just thinks this about me, or he thinks I look a certain way, or, I'm not pretty enough. Always prejudging situations, how other people are going to react, or whether or not you'll be successful in a certain goal of yours. Okay, those are just examples. If you find yourself feeling stressed, anxious, or dreading, any of those negative emotions, you need to evaluate whether or not your thinking pattern is upstream or downstream. Okay, if you're enjoying the moment, if you're just, you know what, I may not like this class at school, but I'm going to make the best of it. Maybe there's something I can learn today. That's going to be my personal challenge. I'm going to look for something I can learn today. I appreciate the fact that I can go to school because I know that some people in other parts of the world don't have that ability. They don't have that opportunity, and I've been really blessed with that. Being appreciative for various things like that you otherwise might take for granted and resent. All right? Or if only I was better. If only I looked this way. If only I sounded this way. If only I... You know what I'm saying? You kind of catch the trend there? So pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to how your body feels. I feel like your emotions and how you feel are indicative of what you're attracting into your life. They're indicative of what pattern you're giving your power to. Okay, so if you give your power to anxiety and worry and fear in all situations, that's not going to be a very downstream smooth ride. But if you look for the good in all situations, if you take time to breathe and enjoy the moment instead of letting yourself get so frustrated, I think it's a much more enjoyable ride, and I think much more good will come your way as a result. I know this has been the case in my life. I've always been kind of a really stressed out person naturally, and I'm still breaking that pattern. But so much good has happened when I started to think downstream. Not to mention My lupus situation improved drastically. I cannot stress that enough. Drastically. So just remember, regardless of whatever accomplishments you set out for, whatever goals you try to pursue, know that the one with the most peace wins. The one who is most fulfilled in the moment wins. Okay, there could be a billionaire who dies unfulfilled. How many celebrities do we know like that? And there could be a poor man on the street corner who dies totally happy, peaceful about where he's at in life, and fulfilled. He appreciates all that is life. Okay, who wins? That's up for you to decide. So reflect on how you feel. You can't go wrong with peace. So, namaste, shalom, salam, peace out.